Brainy Dose presents 12 survival tips that could save your life. Life is unpredictable. You never know what could happen at any time. There are times when you find yourself in situations that are confusing and you just don't know what to do. So it's wise to be at least somewhat aware. Here are some survival tips that could save your life one day. Number 1. The bystander effect. There's a strange psychological phenomenon that happens when an accident occurs in a public place with many people around. People tend to stand by and watch rather than help out, as they don't want to become involved when they think someone else might help out, and so everyone holds back. This is called the bystander effect. Should you find yourself in a situation like this, don't cry out for help to the greater masses, but point at one person and plead to them. This increases your chances of getting help, and people are far more likely to acknowledge you. Number 2. Car parked at night. If you're heading towards a vacant parking lot, especially at night or when the area is not particularly safe, walk with the car keys in your hand. This will reduce the amount of time it takes you to get into your car and start it, thereby reducing your exposure to any sudden attack. In fact, a key held in your fist and protruding between your knuckles can also act as a makeshift weapon in case of an emergency. Number 3. Swarm of bees. If you ever find yourself being chased by a swarm of bees, don't jump in a lake. Even though you've seen it in cartoons, don't do it. The bees will wait above the water, ready to attack you. What's worse, if you do jump into a body of water, you slow down your movement and you can't breathe as well. You may even swallow a bunch of bees gasping for air. If you're being pursued by a swarm of bees, just keep running. They tend to defend their hives to a large proximity, so just keep running until they feel they've won and they stop chasing you. Number 4. Stranger in your car. If a stranger gets in your car and orders you to take them somewhere, crash your car. Yeah, this sounds a bit crazy, but it's far better than the alternative. You will no longer be useful to them because the car is damaged, and you've drawn attention to them by crashing the car, so the only thing they can do at this point is run. Number 5. Being roofied. This usually happens to women. Some asshole will try to roofie you so he can do things with you that you probably wouldn't want to, or who knows what else. There's a way to know if you've been roofied. Well, kind of. When dissolved in alcohol, roofies give off a salty, bitter taste. So if your drink suddenly tastes strange, bitter, or different, then stop drinking it immediately. Be sure to pour it out so that nobody else grabs the drink either. Number 6. Escape a sinking car. In this situation, you've got to be quick. Start by rolling down the windows instead of opening the door. Opening the door is very difficult against the water pressure, and it allows far too much water into the vehicle, which only speeds up the sinking process. You'll have about 30 seconds to a minute until the water rises to the bottom of the passenger windows. After that, the water pressure will force the window against the door frame, making it just about impossible to roll down. Since most vehicles these days have electronically controlled windows, the circuits probably will short before you have a chance to roll them down. If this does happen, you'll need a tool to break the window open. Two of the most popular are the Life Hammer, which has a hardened steel point to help crack open the window, and the Rescue Me keychain, which uses a spring-loaded mechanism to shatter glass. Make sure these tools are within reach, otherwise you'll never get to them in time. If you fail to get the window rolled down or broken, you still have a small chance to escape. Once water fills the car, the pressure will be equalized and you'll be able to open the door. However, doing this will be quite challenging because you'll need to hold your breath in a highly stressful situation. Number 7. Save yourself from choking. If you're choking and no one is around, you can actually perform the Heimlich maneuver on yourself. Place your fist above your navel while you grab your fist with your other hand. Lean over a chair or counter and push your fist towards yourself in an upward thrust. Number 8. Wait at a green light. Try to give yourself 2 to 3 seconds before you go through that green light, especially if it's a busy intersection. A large percentage of deadly vehicle accidents occur because some driver wanted to beat the red light. Waiting those precious few seconds makes sure that you don't take the risk. Number 9. Sharp object in wounds. Medical experts say that you shouldn't remove a knife or any other sharp object from a wound. It sure sounds uncomfortable, but in the case of a knife, if you end up being stabbed by someone, don't pull out the knife because it actually prevents bleeding. To further minimize the bleeding, tie a cloth around it until medical help arrives. Number 10. Getting lost on a hike. Hiking through the wilderness can be a great way to relax and get away from it all. You get to enjoy fresh air, nature, beautiful scenery, and it's also good for your body. But if you ever get lost out there, it can be scary. I'm sure you've seen those TV shows where people get lost in a large landscape. They literally lose sense of direction. If this ever happens to you, try to find a river or fence. River streams always flow downhill and will always join a larger body of water that may help you regain your bearings. If you find a fence, this usually means buildings and roads are nearby and should lead to civilization. Number 11. Stop using your cell phone while walking. This may sound obvious, but there's some serious science behind it. According to some health and safety consultants, the combination of walking and using your cell phone puts a huge strain on your brain, even if you think you're a lot smarter than others. Using your phone while walking can make you lose track of your surroundings and can result in an accident. This is especially true if you're texting while walking. So the next time you have to use your phone somewhere in the middle of the road, I suggest you stop first and then use it. Of course, not in the middle of the road, but move aside so you're not blocking traffic, or find a bench where you can relax, focus on that phone call or text, and once you're done, you can resume your walk. Number 12. That gut feeling. If you feel something is not right with a person, situation, or place, you are probably right. Do not ignore these instincts. In these situations, do not be afraid to be rude. Just leave. By being aware of these simple tips, you can help save your life or someone else's. Do you know any other useful survival tips? Share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have an adventurer in your life, be sure to share this with them. And if you want to see more videos from us, hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell.